Welcome to Science Force. In this video, we are going to see about yawning, the science behind the reflex. Have you ever noticed that when one person yawns, others start yawning too? Why does this happen? Is yawning caused by lack of oxygen, or is there something deeper happening inside our brain? In this video, we will explore the fascinating science behind yawning and understand the complete biological mechanism behind this common human behavior. Yawning is a natural reflex that involves opening the mouth widely, taking a deep breath in, and then slowly releasing the air. Although it may seem simple, yawning actually involves several systems working together, including the brain, nerves, muscles, and respiratory system. It is not something we consciously decide to do, instead it happens automatically as a response to certain signals from the body. Most people notice yawning during specific situations. For example, when we feel sleepy, when we wake up in the morning, when we stay up late studying, or when we sit through a long and boring meeting. Yawning often occurs during transitions between sleep and wakefulness. This pattern suggests that yawning may help regulate the brain's level of alertness. The process of yawning begins in the brain. A small but extremely important structure called the hypothalamus plays a key role. The hypothalamus controls many essential body functions such as body temperature, hormone release, sleep cycles, and automatic reflexes. Yawning is one of the reflexes regulated by this region. Inside the hypothalamus is a specialized region called the paraventricular nucleus, often abbreviated as the PVN. The PVN receives information from different parts of the brain and body. It monitors factors such as body temperature, emotional state, and levels of alertness. When certain signals reach the PVN, it activates the neural pathway that triggers the yawning reflex. Several conditions can stimulate the PVN to initiate yawning. These include mental fatigue, boredom, reduced attention, and sometimes an increase in brain temperature. Yawning is especially common when our brain shifts between different states of alertness, such as before sleep or shortly after waking up. Once the yawning reflex begins, the brain releases chemical messengers called neurotransmitters. Three important neurotransmitters are involved. Dopamine stimulates yawning behavior and increases brain arousal. Oxytocin, often known for its role in social bonding, also contributes to the yawning reflex pathway. Acetylcholine helps activate muscles by transmitting signals from nerves to muscle fibers. Together, these chemicals carry signals from the brain to the nerves that control yawning. After the brain releases these signals, they travel through specific cranial nerves. The trigeminal nerve controls the muscles responsible for opening the jaw. The facial nerve controls the muscles of facial expression. The vagus nerve regulates throat muscles and helps coordinate breathing movements. These nerves work together to coordinate the physical movements of yawning. One of the most noticeable parts of yawning is the wide opening of the mouth. This movement occurs because the trigeminal nerve activates powerful jaw muscles such as the masseter, temporalis, and pterygoid muscles. These muscles allow the mouth to open much wider than during normal speech or breathing. During yawning, facial muscles stretch and the neck tilts slightly backward. This stretching helps widen the airway and allows air to move more freely into the lungs. Many people also experience slight eye closure during this stage because facial muscles are strongly activated. At the same time, the respiratory muscles become active. The diaphragm contracts and moves downward. The rib cage expands as the intercostal muscles pull the ribs outward. This increases the volume of the chest cavity and prepares the lungs for a deep inhalation. During the peak of a yawn, a large volume of air enters the lungs. This deep inhalation stretches the lungs and respiratory muscles. The chest expands significantly, allowing fresh air to circulate through the respiratory system. For many years, scientists believed yawning occurred because the body needed more oxygen or needed to remove excess carbon dioxide. However, modern experiments show that oxygen levels in the blood do not significantly change yawning frequency. This means yawning is not primarily caused by oxygen deficiency. One of the most widely accepted explanations today is the brain cooling hypothesis. According to this idea, yawning helps regulate the temperature of the brain. When the brain becomes slightly warmer due to metabolic activity, yawning may help cool it. Yawning may increase blood circulation in the head and neck. As blood moves through vessels around the brain, heat can dissipate more effectively. The movement of air through the nasal and oral cavities may also contribute to cooling nearby blood vessels. Maintaining optimal brain temperature is important for proper neuronal activity. After the deep inhalation, the body enters the final stage of yawning. Air slowly leaves the lungs. The jaw muscles relax, the mouth closes, and breathing gradually returns to normal. The entire yawning process usually lasts between 4 and 7 seconds. One of the most interesting features of yawning is that it can spread from one person to another. If someone nearby yawns, we may suddenly feel the urge to yawn too. This phenomenon is known as contagious yawning. Scientists believe contagious yawning is related to special brain cells called mirror neurons. Mirror neurons become active when we perform an action and also when we observe someone else performing the same action. When we see another person yawn, our mirror neurons may simulate the same behavior in our brain, triggering our own yawn. Contagious yawning may also be linked to empathy and social bonding. Studies suggest that people are more likely to catch yawns from friends and family members than from strangers. This indicates that yawning may play a subtle role in social communication. Yawning is not limited to humans. Many animals also yawn, including dogs, cats, birds, and chimpanzees. In some species, yawning may help regulate alertness, brain temperature, or even social communication within groups. Interestingly, yawning begins very early in human development. Researchers have observed fetuses yawning inside the womb as early as 11 to 15 weeks of gestation. This suggests that yawning may play a role in early brain development and neural regulation. In summary, yawning is a complex physiological reflex controlled by the brain. It begins in the hypothalamus, involves neurotransmitter signaling, travels through cranial nerves, activates multiple muscles, and produces a deep breathing cycle. Yawning may help regulate brain temperature, maintain alertness, and even support social interaction. Although we experience yawning every day, it remains one of the most fascinating and mysterious reflexes in human biology. Happy World Sleep Day! Thank you for watching Science Force.